Welcome, I'm Bill Wake. We're here working on a tool to support musicians, and one of the things we're going to do this week, we're going to focus on the jam log, which is as you play in different jams or with different groups, you'll keep track of which songs you played and when. And so far we've got a very primitive view on the songs, but we don't have a way to enter new ones, so I thought we'd start there. Okay. So I think Jam Entry View is the one we started on for that. So this is a form. It's got the name of the song and the date that we last played it, and finally a remarks field for this performance. So on a given week, you might have a special note for that week about something that happened. All right, let's get this preview going. We'll see. I think it's still faster to run the app many times, but that's okay. All right, what else we know? We have song, and it has things like the key, the tuning, the time signature, the first line, notes, or tab. And I think that's about it. All right, so that's what we have. We're going to enter a new name of a song, the date we performed it, and remarks on this performance. Now we want to tie this to either an existing song or a new song, and we can't tell from this which it should be. So I think we're going to have to do make some choices for that too. All right. Oh boy. And we don't have a button that says like, hey, make it happen. So let's add a button. I don't know if we'll need a couple buttons, but what are we doing? We're recording. Save. I'll say save. Okay, and that's sort of the form style, is that button in text like that. All right. So in here, the action's going to take place, but I think we need the information about the song. At least, I don't know. I could almost see any of this being important. Key, time signature, tuning, and then if they note tab and notes, maybe that would be good to add it here. The thing, I'd say at one point my thinking was you have a tool for first lines. That's just sort of the standard list. But now I'm reconsidering and thinking, hey, if I've got my own tunes I want to keep track of that aren't on the standard list, why can't I just add this and then have it in my personal library of tunes? That makes sense to me. And I might not want to write down the tab notes. If I'm in the middle of a jam and I'm using this tool to keep up with it, I don't think I'm going to write down the tab notes. It's just, I'm just recording the fact that I played a song. So I played with somebody this weekend, and he had a song called Old Beech Leaves, Beech, the tree. I've never heard it before, and we're playing that. I'm not going to take any extra time. Actually, I didn't even write it down on a piece of paper. I just remembered it because, you're in the heat of the moment. So, okay. Yeah, it could be optional. Yeah, I think absolutely should be optional. Any of this maybe could default it. I think you could really default these three pretty clearly, and this one could be empty, and so could this one. So I think that would be fine. All right. So I think what I want to say here is we have the notion of sections. So I think maybe this should be a section up to, not the save, but up to here. And I don't know, this section is this performance maybe. We'll have to work on some wording, but yeah, I think that'll get us started, and then maybe more on the song. Okay. All right, let's make another section while I'm waiting for that. This one is this song, and again, the wording may change, but this is where I would have the key and so on. Yeah, I think that'll. We need the title type thing. I'm not quite sure where to put that title. Well, we'd put it up top, but I'm not sure if who owns the name of it. We haven't integrated this in anywhere. Nobody calls it, so we have some flexibility. All right, and then it was key, time signature, tuning, tab notes. See if I can keep that in my little brain for a moment here. Key, time signature, tuning, tab notes. All right. Now the key. I think it's just been text. So we'll just do a text field like we did, and let's capture some more state. Key equals key empty. I think maybe time signature comes after tuning. Tab and notes. There's notes. Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep doing this way. Three, 4, 5. Yeah. I don't know if it's worth saying optional on these or not. Yeah. I mean, I've been consistent with this. Okay. A performance entry with a list of songs. Yeah, that might be a way to do it too. I'm just not sure. Yeah, it would be very rare to play just one song. I mean, maybe if you were doing a short performance for 5 minutes or something, but yeah. So the thing breaking it this way sort of says, well, it doesn't, it keeps the relationship of which songs did you play on this date, but it doesn't give you any relationship that says which songs did you play together or what order did you play them or something like that. So that's a little different. Okay, but let me think. Well, what I want this to do kind of dynamically is if I start typing a song, like I would like it to pop up and say whiskey before breakfast, or whatever words, maybe there's a whitewater rafting, whatever songs there are that start with WHI. I'd like it to pop up this. And if I selected one, it would fill in all this other stuff if it has it. But it wouldn't know remarks for this performance. So I think there's sort of a dynamic lookup, and I'm kind of overloading the problem of a new song. Maybe we should just get the new one in first, and then worry about the other. All right, now this form is looking a little like it's getting long. But I think that's the information we save about songs. I mean, that really is the key will default. I don't know if it should default to the last one you entered, maybe. Tuning, same thing, time signature. And we could default those in a new field if it doesn't find a name. But if it finds one, it should plug in whatever it has. If it have a G tune, it should give me that. All right, but in a new one, well, So the thing is, the same song title occurs a lot of times. So another song I played in the jam this weekend was Horse and Buggy-O, and there's two different versions, one by the father, one by the son. They're related, similar, but they're not the same. And if I only had one in, I'd want to indicate which one it was. And so that's why I added that to-do list about source, because that actually kind of matters. If this is the Hiram Stamper version or the I forget which the other one was. It could be ID Stamper or Hiram or Art. Okay, the three Stampers that I know of. That source would be part of it and help distinguish it. And actually, if I popped it up, Horse and Buggy-O, I'd kind of want to say ID Stamper or Art Stamper or whoever. All right. So if all we did was save, I think this is okay. Well, it's enough to get us into some pretty complicated work between things. Like right now we have a library and we have performance, but we don't have any object that knows both those things. Okay. Well, I guess the jam log should. All right. But I think with this, I'm going to commit this because it's running fine in the simulator. All we're doing is working on a view. We're not changing anything else really. Okay. So, add song attributes to jam logs song. Okay. and maybe this is enough. Okay, I committed that. Yeah, so I mean, I think we're kind of to the point. Like, if this is pure save, there's no worrying about existing songs or anything, right? We should tell the jam log. I mean, we should get the jam log and tell it, here's the stuff. Okay, now I don't know if we can. I mean, I guess we could create a song because that's got all the stuff, and pass it to the jam log. Okay, so let's put enough of a enough entry points in to do that. And do we have a jam log? Yes. Okay, so let's get this over here. Okay, a jam log knows the library, knows the performances. This might want to be its own object at some point, but it's not right now. All right, and so I think we're going to say record. So I would like to give, I guess I want to record the song, the date, the remarks. So I'm going to create a new performance for it. Okay, so the entry point then is record, and we want to record a song and a performance. Yeah, I think it should be added to this song library. And we don't have a facility for that yet. So that's going to be part of what we got to do. So, I mean, I think we're doing a very top level thing here. It's going to affect the jam log. That's going to affect the library and affect the performances and so on. So we have library, we have performances, so we do have the option to get them. All right, but let's go back to jam log song. What is the problem with this? Okay. All right. Well, we don't have the jam log coming in though, so we need that. Binding var jam log of jam log. Okay. So if we had that, okay. Well. All right, now I have to build the stuff for it. Ugh. Well, I guess we can make an empty library. And an empty performance. Now why JAM capital LOG? Do I have to make it at state? Okay. And then this, so I'm going to say jam log dot record. Well, let's make a song. No. Okay. Is passing the whole form to the song. Well, that requires state object. Yeah, I mean, maybe this thing should be a song and not all those individual fields. I'm not totally sure if that will work. But yeah, let's push it through, and then we'll see. I mean, we don't care at the point from here down, right? Because Jamlog has a song now, and how it got it doesn't matter. But maybe we could make a song object and pull the fields, pass in the fields to all these things instead of doing this. Now, song is var, yeah. Well, name is let. We'll have to see, but okay. So I think that will make enough to hook this up and do something, if it does anything. Let's go, Jim. Let's just we'll just do a print here just to show that we're connecting. Okay, so in here, yeah. Did I say tree or leaves? No remarks, just the date, which was actually yesterday. And save. Well, let's just put something in. It wasn't 12.4, but just to kind of get something going. Delete print. I don't know if he executes the code. Yeah, apparently not. Okay. But I think we've hooked it in at that level, and now we can do some driving from the test driven side, and make sure record puts the song, and the song is in the library, and the performance is recorded as well. Okay. AGM log. Let's push this over. Okay, a jam log records performances. I think that's okay. Oops. Well, I think I'm doing that the hard way. Let's just do library. Oh no, we want to get it back. Well, no, we're gonna talk to the jam log, so that's okay. Empty library. Empty performances. Okay. I guess I need to create a song. Okay. All right, so I have a song. I'm going to give it a date and a time. Time doesn't matter. I don't think I have to. I don't know if I have to have it for the date object. I guess I must. I think we ran into that the other day. Okay, and then we create this. Now we want to do the record. So set.record of song 1 and performance. Okay, and now we want to expect set.last performance of song1.id gives us a date. Let's pull this out too. And an event or a jam session that has an ID instead of the date. Yeah, I mean, most of the time you won't care that the date, like, I mean, if I start a jam at 11:30 at night and gonna run till 2 a.m., I'm not going to be too picky about what date. Okay, but this should equal date. Okay, so we should record the last performance at the date. Okay, so should we add an event or jam session? Yeah, the problem with doing that, in a way, I mean, it makes one more entity we have to track, and I'm not sure I'm trying to think if I've ever had situations where I'm trying to go like, hey, do you remember that session on March 18th, 2023? Like, I just don't think that one happens. Maybe because the sessions are not, I mean, it's not that it couldn't be as interesting, but I can sort of derive, like, what did I do on that date? You know, I don't normally have, 2 or 3 sessions in a day. I could go back the other way and say, for a given date, what songs have that as a performance date, and sort of reconstruct it if I really had to. Well, yeah, I don't think I'm going to distinguish the session as an entity, but it really is kind of a question of modeling, and you could understand somebody, like, I think of the people who collect old 78s and reconstruct all the original jazz sessions and try and figure out who was playing on which thing which day, and it's not always easy to tell. The session info could be in the remarks if you wanted to say, this was at, like, Kentucky Music Week is a big event, so KMW, you might put that in. I don't think I can't think of a time when I've done that. I think this will come back nil. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't think of a time when I've done that. If you needed it, you could put it in the remarks, though, like you said. Um, it would be unusual, but not impossible. And I mean, I'm one person doing things my own way. I mean, there probably are people that keep much more detailed notes. I know somebody else. They just sent me their version of this, and they have the song name, a list of tunings, and then check off which ones apply to that song. So, Amazing Grace, you could play it in D, you could play it in G. Um, you might check off two different tunings for that. And there are multiple tunings that give you the key of D and multiple tunings that give you the key of G. So you might have played it in DGD, but not played it in DGG. They're both G tunings. So I don't know. It's less information because the versions that are played in the two different tunings might or might not match, but that's okay. All right. Well, let's make record do something. Okay. So, well, I think for now, he's going to say library. Well, we don't have an add on the library. Library. Yeah, we don't have an add method there. And what we would like to say is library.add song and performances dot append performance. Okay. So those things would push it into place. You could add the musicians that were there. Yeah, that could be. I mean, like say you're playing a song and the person who wrote the song is there with you on the session. I would almost certainly record that. But yeah. Okay, library doesn't add. And self is immutable. Oh, make it mutating. Okay, that seems fine. Okay, so I think we'll pause this. What is it? Is it disabled? Is that right? No. Where's my cheat sheet? Oh, you have to have name and disabled with parentheses. Okay, name might be optional. Just an attribute. You gonna like that? All right. Every other test should pass, but this won't compile. So let's work on library. So we're stacking things up. Sut. Okay, sure enough. Put that one over here and open up library. Okay, so knows all songs. Yeah, and I think we're gonna have to change the way we load up library now, but that's okay. Add test function, a library adds songs. And what does the library do? It knows the tunings, knows the keys, contents. Oh, I guess I can get the song back. Yeah, defaults to D. Maybe I can say that. Yeah, let's mix it up so it doesn't happen accidentally. Okay, so we create a song, create a library, empty, add the library, add the song to the library, and we expect the songs in the key of E to include the song we just gave it. Okay. I guess we know that's mutating, and this should be a var. Okay. Thought I just changed that. Library cannot convert value. Yeah, the library's gonna have to be kept somewhere for sure. Yeah, that sucks. I don't know that. I mean, I don't want to be. I don't want to be in the business of running a big web service that stores your stuff for you. But maybe, I mean, maybe there's an export or something that you could do. I don't think that would be unreasonable, export and import. Because you might say, you know, I've gone to the trouble to generate all these songs. You know, I wrote up the 300 songs my friend performs, and, you know, that definitely exceeds the 75 you got from that jam book, and maybe we could merge them. I could see that being useful, but I'm going to tend to go towards a local database. I mean, we're not going to worry about performance just yet, but that suggests adding something for that. Import of song, etc. data. Okay, so it could be merging as well as importing. You know, so if you exported it, I guess you could at least export it, delete the app, and then import it. You know, create the app, load up the app again, and import. I suppose is reasonable. Not perfectly ideal. I mean, I guess it would be nice to store this stuff for somebody somewhere on the cloud. I guess if somebody starts paying me money, I'll start incurring ongoing expenses and think of it that way. But it would be nice in some ways, right? You could have this kind of global space and like, what are the most popular songs in the community, and you know, that kind of thing. It might be interesting. Okay. However, I seem to be unable to convert the value of type name string key string to an expected type argument song. Oh, forgot the word song. Okay. Oh, I really. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, I definitely will start local and do the backup later. But I do think the way we are now, we have that JSON file. We load it up as the song library, and that that populates this library, but we didn't provide any facility to edit it, and now we're saying we're going to have an editable one. So I think there's going to have to be a little dance, like if you go in the first time and there's no database of songs and performances, you should probably load up this JSON file as the initial library and not just the library the way we do now. Okay, it's just not equatable. Yeah, okay, let's just get the name and make sure the name is right. Keeping it offline requires a login. Yeah, it definitely adds stuff to it. There could definitely be advantages from the company's point of view to get some shared information and, and that kind of thing. Maybe see what songs people are adding, and maybe that should be part of the standard one or something. Might be useful. Okay, this should fail. All right. Have you failed for the right reason? Can't show file for stack name. The replacement path doesn't exist. Test a library. Okay, let me rebuild. I mean, should, I guess it could blow up in the expect line. Maybe that's all that's going on. This returns a non-optional array. Okay, well, let's run one more. Now we don't do anything with the songs structure wise. They're just an array of stuff. Okay, so let's well, I could return. Oh no, I don't need to return anything. Yeah, that just blows up because there are none. Okay. All right, let's do contents. No. Songs dot append song. And really that's all I expect out of that. Cannot append. Songs is a let. Okay. Good. Did you really run? Yes. All right, let's go back to this one. Take off the disabled. Why you can't keep track of the fact that I've got one open over here, I don't understand. But oh, I don't. Okay, why did you work? Well, I guess we didn't check that. Let's give this a key too. Give it E minor. Oh, no, it's on the song. should fail. Right. Okay, so if you record a performance, then the song that you mentioned should be in the library, and the performance should be in the jam log. Okay, now, let's go back to, I guess, well, jam log view. So I think I just want the little plus sign in the corner. I don't remember how you do that. All right. So yeah, I just want the like the toolbar, the name kind of thing with the plus in there. Let's see. Swift UI. Yeah, navigation title. No, there's another way to do this. Set edit to true. Yeah. But I don't know why that's not refreshing. Toolbar, top, navigation bar, trailing. Okay, well, I guess that's what I want. Okay. Jam log view, and on the end of the view, well, I think this is really image system name plus. And is that because this is not in a navigation stack? Yeah. Okay. That may need some revision, but okay. But if you do this, you should get, well, we need some state. Showing add. I think I put past this below the things there. Okay. And but this is not right. There's a better way to do this. Is it on the button? Well, they've done that there. I guess that's what they're doing. We got two examples doing it, but we need an accessibility label. Oh, okay. Well, now the whole thing needs is presented no jam entry view. What does he need? A jam log? Ambiguous use. Well, that's really... I think that's what he did up here. Dot toolbar with stuff. With placement, okay. Ambiguous use. Oh, he doesn't do toolbar item, he just does. He just does the button. It looks like he's got it on the inside, doesn't it? Well, yeah, I'm not sure. Does should he be on the navigation stack or he's on the item? I think he's on the view. Wait, general view. No, somebody else should complain. Yeah. Do I have to do the same thing up here? Okay, now let's go back to this one. Hopefully his preview looks reasonable. Tooks, welcome. Oh, not working. All right, let's try it in the context of the whole thing, but I don't think it's a good sign. So we're working on an entry view to let us add new performance data for a song, and trying to hook it in kind of from the top level, and I'm not sure we're going to have it or not. Oh, you have our plus. Okay. Oh yeah, this is all right. If it'll let me edit. That can change. Okay, we don't dismiss on there. I do switch in iOS in the front. Do you advise me to learn switch to the back-end language? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there is Swift on the back end. I haven't done anything with it. I mean, it shouldn't. I mean, like we've done JSON and stuff like that. You don't care what it's coming from. You know, I guess if you're going to be working back end more, you might care more, I guess. All right. Well, we haven't done save, but we can. Or did we? We haven't dismissed. That's the problem. Geometry view. So we need add environment. Oh, was it like private var dismiss? I don't remember how to do it. No, that's backwards. Backslash dot dismiss. That's the one I want. Yeah, that was close. Save and dismiss. All right. Expected an attribute name. I remember backslash dot dismiss and then call dismiss. Did I spell something wrong? Var dismiss. Expected an attribute. Oh, I got two. Try that again. All right, I don't have Sunnyside in here. Okay, but there I do with no key signature. All right, because I didn't put one in. All right. Okay, and I didn't take any defaults, but I think that gives us version 1. So we made library able to add a song, made jam log able to record a performance, and updated UI. Yeah, I haven't tried running Swift on Windows or Linux yet. Okay. So this is 05. Okay, and I don't think the click the plus, enter the name of the song. That's kind of the basic bit of it. So it's type that, click save. That's about as quick as you're going to get. All right, but I do want to do this one as we're growing. Oh, put that there. Okay, whatever. And it's really just another field in song name and the source. Well, let's just start it off blank. Okay, bar. Whoops. Okay. And I guess I need to put it in my first line stuff. Just the parser doesn't break. Oops. Okay, we don't display it. I think that's okay here. Well, no, maybe not. Yeah, I think it should put it in parentheses after it if it knows it. If it's not empty. Okay. So let's go back to that one. I'll extract out a method for this. maybe not. Okay. And then in the view here, let's make this a return. Okay, I think that's what I want. I don't know if any tests rely on this string output. Let's check. Okay. All right, but now we want to be able to specify that source. Okay, so that's on our jam log song. Nope, our jam entry view. Okay, we'll start him blank. We'll add another one of these. I don't think that should hurt anything. But it should let it set the source on new songs. Oh, I didn't change a field. Okay, now this one's interesting. Oh, I didn't add it to the song. No, I did. Oh, I didn't add it to the view. Okay. Yeah, he's kind of the same song name, tuning. Wait. Oh, we left out tuning. Okay. Yeah, let's get the source. It's kind of the same. Well, that tells me this one also needs to be on first line MD. Oh, wait a minute. Where did I put that? Okay, song has a jam entry, jam log song. First line view. HD. Oh, but let's get these two. HD, MD. Now, wait a minute. Somebody had a separate view. Well, this one has the notes. Oh, that is the separate view. Songline view notes, songline view tab. Okay. I'm not sure how to make this the best. Unless it's just a shared view. This one needs the notes. This one needs the tab. Now, this could clearly be its own view with this going on, and then I think now that we see we can make empty keys and empty time signatures, we probably want to do that to those fields too. But we also had the jam log song, which is very similar, except it also has a date on the back. It has tuning and date. I don't really want to make song format a bunch of string stuff. So it's not so clear to me where to go. All right. I guess at least we can make sure the two look, we can get these first line views more compatible. I think there's a common class to extract. Well, okay. I guess they won't, because I think let's go ahead and make one, or see one in action here. If this is left blank, I think it should just be left blank. But the way it is now, we only load in the library, and the library doesn't have any blanks. So actually it does for source, but not for key and tuning and time signature, which is the stuff. Can I get out of this without a save? Well, that's kind of annoying. Oh, there it is. Okay. So because if I had saved that and with no tuning, right? So let's do that. Let's say hi there, and no tuning, no key signature, none of that. Right? He has a date now because we require that, but he doesn't have the tuning. Now, I think this should default to the tuning that's default. I think it should default to whatever a song gives you by default, but that could be left out, and probably should be. Like, I'm in the heat of it. I don't want to mess with recording all that stuff. If I know the tuning, I can probably remember the key signature. It's not 1-to-1, but it's close. And I can just remember, was it a waltz, and usually it's 4/4. So, Yeah. So I think for this guy, well, he's just different. He's got the tuning and he's got the date. If there is a date, he shows it, but we've always presumed there's a tuning, but there isn't. This one has no key and it has no tuning. So I think, well, I think the easy one is the first line view, HD versus MD. They can have a view that handles this. This is the, I don't know, maybe it's a song metadata view or something. Do we have the edit a song to add the specs later? We don't yet, but this is where I think this should, the dynamics of this should allow it. So right now this is create a new song, but I think if I started typing, we had Star of the County Down. Why aren't you letting me type my words? Star of the, okay. Like I would like this to pop up a list of all the things that start with that already. And if I got an existing one, I'd like it to populate these things. And then I could change them, especially the remarks, which that should be remarks, not, oh no, that's notes. We don't have remarks on a song yet. We should. Okay. But if it's an existing song, I think we should change it. But then I think you have to tell me whether you are trying to create a new song or an existing one. Because if you had Star of the County Down traditional version or Star of the County Down, you know, Seamus, Seamus version, you know, you might like to make a new version for it. Yeah, I think it's got to be a choice between that. Now, I don't know if just having two buttons is enough. Maybe it's like save as new song or new entry or something, and the other is update existing song. Something like that. Could those two buttons be enough to tell you which way you're going on that? I think maybe. I hope I'm not making it confusing, but I think, you know, after you've done a few jams, you're going to have a list of songs that you play most of the time, and most of the time it's not a new version, it's just the existing version. So, you know, if I typed to this and got Star, I probably just typed Star. There's only one Star song. It's called, well, no, there's Star of the County Down, and there's one called Star Girl that I know, but there are only two Star songs, so it could pop up both those and let me choose between them. Odds are the stuff that's already on the thing is right. So I think maybe a save or update might be enough. Yeah. Excuse me. But it doesn't give us a way. Well, we don't have a flat out way to edit the library. Now, maybe that would be a thing to add too. But I think the next step is to do that, though. It's to say we look it up, and if it's known, if it's a known song, you know, if I should look it up and get a little list of things, and then I can click the list and choose one. Okay. Maybe if it's already just, there's only one of them or something, I don't know. But, like, do I have to tap that to get that, or can I type the whole thing? And I don't know. I've seen incremental search done, but I think the way I saw it was like the old Combine framework, which was like one of the 7 versions of how do we do update fields based on stuff. You know, Combine gave you this kind of stream of React style stream, I guess you'd say, of events of things going, and you could attach in and do that. But I think they've added incremental search in the last year or two. Maybe add a search interface. Okay. Okay, you provide the string. Searchable. Search field appears on the trailing edge of the toolbar. So that's not quite the same. Yeah, we can do something with it. What's this doing? Oh, this gets you the top level search bar. Okay, maybe there's not a, say, prompt for the search field. Yeah, this does not sound like incremental search. Search suggestions. Oh, is a different thing. Okay, well, this is good. Search suggestions enhances search. Now, I don't know if that works with text fields. Searchable there seems like a separate line. Yeah. Okay, but this is suggestions, search suggestions. Okay. That's right. Most times you won't want to change it. Actually, I see it's after 3:30. Let's take a break, 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll come back and research this a little more and see if we can tweak this to work in our context. All right, and I don't know what it does if he doesn't find it. It'd be good to figure that out too. All right, so see you in a few minutes. All right, welcome back. Let's see, search suggestions. Okay, provide a collection of search suggestion views. They can be plain text or not. Can offer anything. I don't know if you can just type. Okay, need to give him a search completion modifier. Well, it seems close. Hidden for content. Okay. Well, it seems to go into lists. Is that only on list? Yeah, I think that's the deal. I think search suggestions. So I don't know what this attaches to, but search suggestions is going to be the list of possible things with this being the text that corresponds. So they are presenting labels, but then search completion tells it how should you interpret that. So you get PEAR, not shape, pear shape followed by PEAR. Well, yeah. I mean, it seems like it's got suggestion has multiple fields, so it seems like that would be okay for ours. I don't. And I'd love a better article on this. Adding a search interface, performing a search operation. Okay, I don't think we have to worry about tokens. You get a search text. Create published value inside the model as part of your. Gosh, I've moved so far away from dealing with the observable stuff at this point. I don't even remember how to do it. Product list is searchable. Okay, there's meal, but then there's meal list view. I don't. How to add a Swift UI search bar. Okay. Well, we're putting search somewhere, searchable somewhere. Okay. Which takes a binding to a string type. Okay. Well, let's slap a searchable in there and see what it does with things. I don't know what it attaches to. It looks like it's attaching to the whole list. But I don't want to select one of those. I want to select anything. All right. Okay, I'm doing two things. That's probably not a good sign. All right. Let's first let's make this be a separate view, and then these two can share it. I think that'd be a step forward. So this is song, I'll say metadata view, and it's a view. And it really wants to be this. Let's pull this. And I think we'll leave the bold off because that can be up to the display. Okay, so I think we always have a name. We have source info. let's make key info now this seems like it should be expressible a little more easily, but yeah, that's what I want. Now this one's space that. This one is space dash space. Okay, so we want the leading elements and this. And then this becomes let's see, source need to be a random access collection. I think it's got to be just a list of things. Oh, the source. Yeah, I think the suggestions just seem to be a list of stuff. Okay, here's our explanation of search suggestions. Okay, that's a list of names. Suggestions. How does she use that? Searchable with suggestions. Okay. And they're off a list of strings. Oh, they've got this. Okay, search completion. Suggestion. Yeah, I think we can get something from that. All right, now let's see if I've got this thing right. So song metadata view. I'm saying this should go to song metadata view of song dot bold. Same here. This is no longer needed. Okay, so that these have no source, so they show fine. This should be the same. I don't think those parens are necessary there. I think I added them in along the way. Let the AI tell me what to do. That's the problem. Yeah, that's better. Looks good there. Okay, so I think those are good. Okay, so we display source as part of name. Don't display empty fields in header row for a song. Okay, now the other one. Jamlog view has Jamlog song. Okay, yeah, I wanted to do the same thing here with tuning. And formatted date is just, oh, it's another dash. Okay, so this should be tuning info. I guess that's space dash space. Song.tuning. And this has the dash if it wants it. Okay, so this is tuning info. Okay, we'll create a new one. Okay, now he's not going to have this stuff, so we'll save him. Right, he doesn't show those extra fields. All right, I think that's acceptable for now. Okay, so I think we make header rows in first line index or jam view, jam log, only show non-empty fields. Okay, now this source per song, I would say we've done that. Songs know their source, if any. Okay. Entry per song per tuning. Well, I think that's more of a goal than a thing. I think what we're really after is auto-complete. Well, I've got that here. Okay. And that's suggestions in their Apple's terminology. Okay, so jam log view. I guess that's song? No, entry view. Okay, so all right, let's see what we can do. Only the relative ones that fit with the search text. Okay, that's good. Filtered suggestions. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is nice, I think. So this mechanism says only take the ones that match our suggestions so far, lowercase containing the search. Okay. And the searchable suggestions are the ones that match the filter. And then for each one, okay, so match the filter and then search completion handles suggestion. Okay, searchable text placement prompt suggestions has been deprecated. It's hardly been out here to do, but okay. Hiding search suggestions depending on the platform. Well, I don't think we need to do that. Search tokens, I don't really think we'll need that. A scope bar. Detecting dismissing. Okay, let's go back up to the first example. Okay, so we add a search bar. We have a meal. We load them. Okay. State object. That. Okay, she still hasn't added anything. Okay, at the end of the list. Okay, you need to create a state variable to hold the query. Okay, that seems part of our gem log. Yeah, we can filter anything. So this is good. All right, so geometry view. So we need a state variable for, I'll call it search text for now. It corresponds to name, and we'll see if we need both those. Okay, so that's there. And then you add a searchable inside a navigation. Okay, we can put it in a navigation stack. I think we already have one, right? Oh, he's in a form. Well, I don't really want it in the navigation bar per se. Does that matter? Let's just put it in and see if, well, I don't know what he goes on though. Does he go on the form? That doesn't seem right. Well, he's compiling or not complaining. All right, let's see what that looks like. We're a little bit experimenting here more than driving anything. No text. Oh, what's on this? Sorry. Okay, he doesn't seem to do anything with that. I don't know if I put the form in a navigation stack, am I going to get anything from it? Huh. And that was inside. Yeah, that's a good question. That'd be nice. I mean, it seems like it should be the text field almost. I don't know if the preview will do this or not. Apparently not. Well, that wasn't on the text field itself, though, was it? Let's move it up again. No. Okay. Maybe I just have to leave that to it. Text searchable. Well, this seems to be the same. Okay, I can add a prompt. That's something. Oh, suggestions are connected to the keyboard. Interesting. Okay. Oh, here's an example. Okay, searching for this. Well, maybe I just had to let it go. Maybe it belongs on the whole thing. Except I think the searchable, like I had it here. But I think search text is really name. And the prompt is name of song or tune. Keyboard, show the keyboard. Well, we got it when we clicked in the searchable area. Cancel text out. So, sorry, you were thinking this would still do something over on the text field? Back to $search. Yeah, I don't think that's doing what we want. But wait, when you go in here, oh, it's not on there. Okay, so let's move this back down. So this one is only restricting you to I don't think it's giving me anything. But I think it does give me the option here. I think if I found one, I don't know. The interaction's a little weird, I think. If I found one, I would have something I could click and then accept it. But if I don't find it, do I have to go down here and then type it in my own normal way? That seems unfortunate. Search results. I think you need a custom view to show the autocomplete suggestions. I don't know. Okay, this one filters. That's kind of promising. Need to use on change and pop over to get completion. Well, that's kind of what I was hoping the suggestions thing would be, would deal with all that. On appear, run search. On submit, run search. I don't know if these are... Nope. This one. I mean, that's getting these search results. Filtered meals. Okay. Replaces the button interaction with a search completion. And this seems like I can, if I'm only doing the suggestions that match the text and I come up blank, I almost think this could be like, could I complete with the text I already have? What does search completion give you? Yeah, that would be terrible. Unfortunately, she's not showing. Well, yeah, she doesn't have an example picture. But if my filtered one, that would restrict itself to the ones. That's what it shows, and search completion is what it puts in. But if you don't have one that matches, okay, let's see if. UI search controller. Okay. Okay, interesting. You are the one who is responsible for giving the search result. Okay, so there's the filters. If query string is empty, return colors. Otherwise, return. Okay, so that's returning everything. Otherwise, it returns the ones that contain it. Query string. If you build are producing content that populates a list of suggestions. Okay, search completion. Red. That's what you get if you do it. Well, I don't think it's. Yeah, maybe that's just not going to work. Search completion can be anything. So what I'm wondering is if I can I put my query string in as a completion, and then search completion I can create a new song for it. I wonder if that will work. But this is filtering a list, right? Well, maybe I'm thinking about it in the wrong place. Maybe. Well, no. I guess the question would be, what if I do it on this list? I pop up a search window and I start typing boil, and it restricts the list to only the ones that have boil in it. If I selected it, I could bring you to the entry view to edit it, and if you don't find it, then you have to hit plus and do it. That might work. So I guess the thing would be, we don't need the search. We could just say, if you click on one of these, we'll bring up the entry view for that song. And then this one is reserved for the case where it's a brand new song. These normally, I mean, I would expect them to bring up the list of all existing performances too. Like if I dive into a given one, I should see his info. Now, can I edit it? I think I should be able to. It's an existing one, so it makes sense. Excuse me. Yeah, let's try going that way on it. Because I think in the log, right? Like I'm gonna see the songs that I might choose. If I type the search, I can restrict it and then still click on it. Okay. Yeah, I think I will try that. So I don't need searchable. I don't need that top level navigation stack. Now I think this may solve the question of update or not. If you enter a new one, you'll go to this form and we'll have to do something, but the form's going to have to take a song and a performance. Well, we'll see. Well, yeah, so I don't know if that's, I mean, we can detect it if the name and the tuning and the key and the time signature and all the stuff is the same. It's like, hey, that's not really a new song, you know. We'll have to see. Okay, but I think at least the searchable thing might work in the other one. Okay, so that was Jamlog View, I think, right? Yeah, well, here's, okay, so let's do at state private var search text is empty. Okay, and navigation stack. Toolbar, I guess this might work better here. Searchable text, search text, name of song or tune. Okay, let's do that. Whoops. Where was my navigation stack? Searchable. Oh, he's supposed to be on the list, maybe. All right. Where's my examples? Okay, we have the search text. We have a navigation stack containing a list and searchable with, well, view model.search text. Okay, I don't think that's the problem. Oh, this doesn't filter, but we still would expect to see this search. Searchable text colon something. Search text. And that's on the list. That's on the list. Okay, and he's in a navigation stack. So what's your problem? Navigation stack list. Let's go to the other example. Okay, navigation stack, just text. Oh, and that's on the outside. Okay. Navigation stack. Oh, no, it is on the outside of the navigation stack. Okay. Searchable text. Now, search results restricts it, but that's... I don't think that should matter. It's like we have a search that doesn't restrict it, but he doesn't do that. Okay, is the other stuff interfering? Did I delete too much? Yes. Why don't you work? Well, you theoretically do, right? But I mean, if my function that returns the list of stuff returns an unfiltered list, I don't see why it should care. I do see they've got navigation title, but I don't know that that matters. And that goes tailing on the list. I don't know if that gives it somewhere to put the title bar to put it in, is my theory. But we will need to filter. Right now we just do log.songs of key. Ugh. Why? Yeah, I don't see what the problem is, really. I mean, if log.songs.key took the name field and matched on it, it wouldn't be any different to me, but okay, so something's... I don't think this is any weirder. Or, I mean, I think it's just as weird. There's no search bar here. Let me just take out all this. Okay, so now we're just calling his example code. Private var search texts with searchable and search results. Okay. I don't know if other stuff on the page could have thrown it off. I don't have anything on the bottom, do I? No. Did I just run tests? Yes. Okay. Well, I'm glad it doesn't break them, but it doesn't really demonstrate anything either. Okay, his example is not working for us. Okay. So that's, I guess it's good to know. Um, let's put this view up at the top. Yeah, we had the search bar on when we put it on the individual jam entry field, but now our example is just his example and it doesn't work at all for us. That may mean, I don't know what it means. And this is supported across apparently all the platforms. Okay, but that example is our example does not work. Let's see, this is more search scope. Yeah, that just seems like more of the same, but I'll try it. Oh, I still have that in a navigation stack. Maybe that's the problem. I was trying to get all the way to the top. Huh. Okay. Something's funny. Maybe because I was already in a navigation stack, he was not regarding it as, let's take this out. And this. And Alt View. I'm going to take the navigation stack out of here. Oh, but that's not going to work. Okay, I see I'm out of time. Is each one in the navigation stack? All the examples seem to have a navigation title. Okay, I think we'll have to stop here, but we'll try experimenting. I don't know if navigation stack, the searchable has to go on that level, then that's all the way at the top. That just seems weird. But maybe we can be navigation items or something like that. There's another. Like you can have multiple levels of navigation. So I don't know. These are not. Okay, we'll let it go. Yeah, I think we're making a good decision in terms of what we're talking about doing. Filtering at the top level of the jam log, and then going from there. And we have to use a little bit of stuff. They use state flags to toggle the filter. Oh, maybe only the given view? I don't know. Okay, we'll play with it tomorrow. Thanks for joining today. Back tomorrow, 2 to 4:30 p.m. Eastern or 7 to 9:30 p.m. UTC. Have a good evening, and thanks for your help. Bye-bye.